So if athletes get athlete's foot, what do elves get? Mistletoes. The Christmas jokes have already started.
Perfect.
So we're currently in December, the time of recording this video, and 2022, what a year it's been for the Air Max 1. And if you thought Nike were done for the year with this silhouette, you'd be wrong. In today's episode, we are looking at the Air Max 1 Burgundy Crush. Now I don't even think I've got enough fingers and toes to count the amount of Air Max 1s that we've got this year. And trust me broskies, that is nowhere near a complaint. Well, not from me, maybe my bank balance. But to finish the year off strong, Nike have given us this 2 silhouette pack. We've got this Burgundy Crush colorway and that L Brown I think it's called. And I do believe that both of them are a women's exclusive. But I am actually a UK size 9 in terms of sizing, so I got lucky to be able to pick up a pair. If you're Bigfoot Yeti gang, I'm sorry bruh, but you're out of luck. Now these did drop here in the UK on the 29th of November for a whopping £145. It's nowhere near the most expensive Air Max 1 that we've had this year, but it's a little bit more expensive. I'm just so used to the Air Max 1 retailing for around 130, but I better get over that quickly because those days are gone. Now I do believe these are getting a wider release on the 8th of December as well, so if you're in America, I think that's your release date. But if you're after this pair, let's take a look at the box and see what it comes with. Now it is pretty nice to see something different here. We've got that all black finish to the Nike box, and even though technically it's not a quick strike, it has that sort of vibe to it. But no goodies or extras here. On the product sticker though, it does say Women's Nike Air Max 1 87 NBHD, which I believe stands for neighborhood. And as creative as ever, the actual colorway says Burgundy Crush. Burgundy Crush. But with the box out of the way broskies, of course you might just be thinking about the sizing and how these fit. Now you might have to do your own groundwork here just because of the conversions and that sort of thing, but for me on the tag it does say UK 9, which does equate to a women's 11.5. The best thing I'd say if you're sort of unsure about this pair in terms of sizing and conversions, always go with your European size. For me that sort of clears up any confusion, but just like most Air Max 1s, I did go true to size. Now when an Air Max 1 looks this good, it would be pretty rude not to have an up close and personal look. Now yes, I know, it is a women's exclusive, but damn does it look good. But in terms of the materials actually used, on the overlays we do get that plush sort of leather, and honestly this leather is no joke. Even stroking the panels, it does crinkle up, so that's always a good indicator with good leather. But there are a lot of different tones to that Bordeaux/Burgundy paneling. Some are lighter and some are darker. But in terms of the actual design, it's pretty kind of standard in terms of the Air Max 1. Putting aside materials of course. But one of the best parts of the shoe is the toe box, this sort of velour/velvet. Honestly, pictures didn't do it justice. But of course it has that two-tone effect to when you're stroking it one way it looks different, and then you stroke it the other way it looks different too. And that's one of the best parts of this silhouette. Now we only get one set of laces here and I'm kind of disappointed with it. Although the color of the laces are spot on with the shoe, it looks very weird in terms of that wax effect. For me, I'm not really with it. It looks too shiny for the shoe. But at the same time, I'm not too mad at it. And not to forget, the lace tips are in that gold that goes very well with the lace holes towards the collar. Now this burgundy nylon mesh tongue does go really well with the shoe. It sort of blends in. But then we've got that Nike Air Max branding on top of that leather panel. Now we've got that cotton burgundy sock liner and it sort of blends in nicely with the insole, which again is in that burgundy with that shiny Nike Air Max branding at the back. Now the heel counter here is one of the biggest standout points for me. We've got that classic Nike Air branding that we normally do on the Air Max 1. And the actual design of the material is in that alligator/crocodile look. I'm not too sure if it's real, but it does look good. Now the midsole here is one big deal breaker for me. I really wish they went with white, but I do get it. It does tie in nicely to the aesthetics of the shoe. And of course, being a women's exclusive, it does add to that vibe. But we have the whole midsole in this burgundy with that hard stitching that goes around it. And the reason is this whole midsole is covered in leather, which is pretty cool, but I wish it was a different color. But we have the traditional Air Max 1 outsole in this waffle design in again that burgundy finish. Right broskies, we've come to that part of the video where we decide whether these are a buy or a buy. Now I'll be honest, I really do like this shoe, and for £145 for what you're getting in terms of materials, I can't argue with it. The only real problem I'm having is the amount of Air Max 1s that have come out recently. I can't seem to keep up, and I feel like if I did keep these in my collection, it would be a little too much. It's not one of those shoes you can just whack on any time, especially living here in the UK with the amount of rain that we get. You definitely have to pick your days wearing these. Although this sneaker is mostly in that leather finish, that velvet toe box is one you have to really take care of. But you know what? It adds such a nice look to the shoe. It's so unique. And like I have mentioned, the deal breaker for me is sort of that midsole. I do appreciate that change up in materials to the midsole that you don't really see every day. I just feel personally I need a bit of a change up in terms of the color. And yes, if you're wondering, this is by far the best out of the pack. That Al Brown colorway, I'm not really for it. And you know what? It might be one of those sneakers that I get rid of and end up being a future classic. You just never know. So the colorway is fire in my opinion. The look and design to it, the materials used as well, it has such a premium vibe. And for what you're getting at the price, you're not really going to see it that low every day. We've seen the likes of the Air Max Crepe Hemp go for £165, and yes, it is a retro, but the materials don't really add up to this. But I say all that to say, broskies, this indeed is an absolute buy. Even though I would change a couple things about the shoe, I just really like how they look. But broskies, comment down below and let me know what you think. Does this colorway tickle your pickle? And do you have a crush on the Burgundy Crush, or is this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comments. Anyways broskies, thank you for stopping by. Hit me up on IG as well in case you have any questions or just want to show me some love. And whilst you're here, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And till the next episode, take care.